Yo, what's going on, people? We live. We got the New York Knicks. They taking on the Orlando Magic. It's a good game going on right now. Salute to everybody. We got 6:36 left remaining. Jalen Brunson has been cooking. I mean, this man got a full grill, ladies and gentlemen. This man is cooking. The New York Knicks. They look like they're gonna. I'm telling you now. I'm calling the Knicks going to the NBA Finals. Anything less this season would be uncivilized. But give credit to the Orlando Magic. They're pushing them right now. This game is far from over. If you're a Magic fan, listen. I like your team. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. We're gonna break down a little bit of Orlando Magic basketball. It's truly going down right now, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. We got the ball moving. It's hop skipping. We got Mikal Bridges just missed a goddamn layup. That's the last thing that we need. Salute to all my Knicks fans all around the world. Here goes Paolo Banchero. He just got the ball intercepted by Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson pushing it with pace. He kicks it to Josh Hart. Josh Hart up and under, and he missed it. Here comes the Orlando Magic, though. He got Anthony Black. Oh, Anthony Black throwing it up, and he can't convert it. It's 111, 102. This is the semifinals of the NBA Cup, ladies and gentlemen. The semifinals. Let's see if the Knicks can, propel themselves. The Knicks, at the end of the day, um, they have to eventually get to the promised land. We all know what that is. That's the NBA Finals and rolling the dice for an NBA championship. We tired of the New York Knicks knocking at the door, looking good, but not really able to get the job done. That's not what we want to see. No more from the New York Knicks. They fired Tom Thibodeau, so you know what time it is now. After you make a decision like that, when you fire Tom Thibodeau, that means you better win the championship because Tibbs at the very least had them where they needed to be. Here we go. Here goes Jalen Brunson. He's crossing half court. He kicks it to McHale, back to Brunson. They kick it to Carl Anthony Towns. Cat has it. Cat moving and grooving. He dumps it to McHale. McHale Bridges going baseline. McHale Bridges back to Cat. Cat for three. And there's money. Carl Anthony Towns. Big time three ball from Cat. Man, Carl Anthony Towns, he got his name all mixed up in trade rumors. Mikel too, So I like that their names are actually mixed up in trade rumors because I think now we're gonna get the best from them. That way they can't be complacent. They always have to be on guard because they could be in Milwaukee tomorrow. So I mean, I like that. Cat, hopefully we get the best version of Cat. We don't get a comfortable Cat. Jalen Brunson tonight, we talking 38 points, 14 points for Macau. Brunson also has 7 assists and 3 rebounds. Um, this is crazy. Um, Carl Anthony Towns, 19 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. OG Anunoby with 21 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Josh Hart with 8 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and a block. That's big time. There we go. Here goes Jalen Brunson. He missed the layup. You can't allow Orlando to come back into this game. That'll just be crazy. Here we go. Josh Hart couldn't get a control of that damn ball. Here's Orlando. Orlando coming back for three, and they hit a big time three. The Magic, they're not laying down. It's 108, 114. The Knicks surely did not need that. Something tells me this game is going to go down to the wire, and it's going to require Brunson's heroics. It was 114, 108. Brunson is not done cooking. They sending doubles at Brunson. They kick it to Josh Hart. Josh Hart makes a big time score in the paint over all types of traffic. He went over 2 defenders. That's the heart of Josh Hart. How ironic. Here comes the Orlando Magic. We got Desmond Bain with it. They done paid him all types of money. Here we go. Wendell kicks it to Paolo. Paolo nearly loses it, but Paolo scores it. He was looking for the foul. He didn't get it. Brunson pushing it with pace. He's got numbers. We got Cat. He slowed the pace down. Cat should have threw that up there. There we go. It was 116, 110. Cat going to the cup. And he's fouled and one. Grown man move from Carl Anthony Towns. You got Cat flexing out there. Yo, he sat Wendell down. That's what we want to see from Carl Anthony Towns. Stop all this BS and go all the way to the paint. That was a grown man move. Grown man move. Oh my goodness, Cat. That's what we want to see. Too strong out there. That's Cat. Cat flexing. 118, 110. Cat got 24 points, 8 of 10 from the field. I told you, with Cat name all in trade rumors, we will get the best version of Carl Anthony Towns. Make no mistake about the situation. Here we go. Paolo Banchero with it. Paolo has it. He's crossing half court. Paolo has the rock. They kick it out to Wendell. Wendell. Oh, that's back court. The ref should have called that. That was crazy. We got Desmond Bain cross court to Wendell to Banchero for three. Orlando air ball rebounded by OG Anunoby. Here comes Jalen Brunson. You got Mike Brown telling you to push it, and the Knicks just called a timeout. That was almost an 8-second violation. I don't think they would have called that on Brunson though. A good play there, good defense by Jalen Brunson. I mean, that's what we want to see from Jalen Brunson, man. That's JB. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with the channel, man. Listen, we got a good game on tonight. You also got another game following behind this, but the real game to me was this one. The New York Knicks, to me, in my humble opinion, um, listen, man, it looks like they're gonna be on a collision course, maybe with the Detroit Pistons. I believe that the Knicks are looking to overtake the Detroit Pistons. You know, the Knicks is hot right now. I don't know if y'all paying attention. The Knicks been on a they've been streaking at the right time, and this is what we want to see from the Knicks. You know, the Knicks got to continue to do what they do. We all know that they got to win the championship. Brunson came here. You got all of these people. You know, you don't traded for what, 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges. So at the very least, if you the New York Knicks, even if you don't make a trade, a massive trade for Giannis, you gotta very well make it to the championship. And if not, I believe you gotta win it. I don't think it's just making it. You know, that's what a lot of people I think get mixed and screwed with the New York Knicks. They I believe that the Knicks have the personnel to take out the Oklahoma City Thunder. I mean, come on. I mean, they got the pieces. So they can't continue to fall to teams like Detroit. I think Detroit is a hot team. Listen, man. I think that the Knicks is gonna should they go into the conference finals, man. I think if they don't make it to the conference finals is a failure, and they really should have reconsidered their decision. Because at the very least you knew what you was gonna get from Tibbs. But I like the innovation. You know, at the very least you could look at it like if it wasn't for the Detroit Pistons being this hot, the the Knicks would have been the number one seed. You know, the only thing holding the Knicks back was Detroit's hot start this season. You know, shout out to Orlando. They're looking like they may take the fall in this game. You still got a lot of time left, 3 minutes remaining. Let me give you something going on with Orlando. You got 28 from Suggs. Jalen Suggs came to play tonight. 2 rebounds, 7 assists. Anthony Black, 12 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks. Wendell tonight, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals. Paolo Banchero with 22 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Desmond Bain, 18 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, and a steal. So I mean, this what you got from the Orlando Magic. You know, I mean, listen, guys came to play tonight. Give credit to Paolo. Paolo's been kind of, hobbled. I think he was dealing with a little injury. You know, he's looking to shake that off. So I mean, it's crazy what's going on right now. You know, Jalen Suggs tonight, 26 points. I mean, that's big time. Jalen Brunson, 38 points, 15 to 25 from the field. I mean, Jalen Brunson, man, is a problem. I mean, he's been, I know a lot of people probably thought he was going to tail off or something, but nah, Brunson, he's been continuing to elevate. You know, he's proven that he can be a number one option. Here we go. We got Brunson with it. Brunson putting the moves on. They got Anthony Black back in the game. Brunson with it, putting the moves on in the mid range. Brunson, step back, mid range, money. It's 121, 110. Brunson, ice cold. Ice cold Brunson. Pause. Here we go. We got Desmond Bain. Desmond Bain kicks it out. Orlando to the cup, and there's a foul. We got Richardson going to the line for two. He was fouled. Brunson can't believe it. He's very disgusted with the call. Um, Jalen Brunson, man, he should be in the MVP race. We got Adam Silver in the house tonight too. We got NBA royalty in the building. The commissioners in the house witnessing this New York Knicks game. I'm not really too enthusiastic about anything that the Knicks do in the regular season. So even if they was to win this cup, I'm not. Would I be thrilled? What I mean? I'm just saying we all know what's the goal at the end of the day for the New York Knicks. It's not the cup, but that'll be a good start. You know? So we shall see. We still don't know the teams that's gonna be there, but it's gonna be good, y'all. Here we go. 121, 111. We got Brunson with it. Brunson picked up by Black. They sending all kind of people at Brunson. Brunson kicks it to Cat. Cat posting up on Wendell. But Wendell fouls. Wendell can't do nothing with Carl Anthony Towns. He having himself a day. Let me see what was Wendell numbers because you got Cat giving him the business. When Wendell had 11 for a rebound, yeah, this wasn't a good night for Wendell. Especially when you got Cat out here dominating like this. Cat on the way to a 30 piece. Brunson got 40. Brunson with 40 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal. It's a 40 ball. JB. Got the Spurs versus the Thunder. Does anybody believe that the Spurs is gonna actually beat the Thunder? So that'll actually be a good cup for it to be the Knicks versus the Thunder. That'll be good because that's like the NBA Finals preview. We could be getting Finals previews. Here we go. Jalen Brunson with it. Jalen Brunson kicks it out to OG. OG with it. Back to JB. Jalen Brunson has it. 123, 113. Jalen Brunson surveying the landscape. Josh Hart loses it. Richardson for three for Orlando. And a big three from Richardson. It's not over. 116, 123. The Knicks got to hold it down. Josh Hart. Josh Hart with it. Oh man, Brunson, he just knocked over Richardson. No call. Josh Hart, he can't be stopped going to the damn paint. They can't do nothing with him. Nothing. Brunson is cooking right now, y'all. Give props to Josh Hart going all the way to the cup like that. That was a grown man move from Josh Hart. That's what we want to see. We all know what's the plan for the Knicks, man. Let's go. It's gonna be good. The championship game. Knicks gonna advance to the championship. I think they're gonna beat OKC. I want to see that. Knicks versus OKC. Oh my goodness, the Knicks will take Oklahoma City out. Shout out to Rap Guy Reloaded. The New York Knicks is cooking right now. Jalen Brunson, he got a full grill. He's serving up entrees, all kind of shit right now. Brunson with a 40 ball, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal. It's a crazy game right now. Mikal with 14 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. That's what we want to see. Shout out to everybody, man. The Knicks, we all know what they about to do this season. I told the people, championship or nothing. That's what we want to see from New York. Shout out to the New York Knicks, y'all. Everybody that's rocking with the Knicks, make sure you hit the like button. We got Knicks fans all around the world. A lot of people been rocking with New York for a long time now, man. The Knicks been knocking at that door for a title for a couple of years now. Pretty much ever since they got Brunson, you've seen the hope, you've seen the trajectory that they possibly could be on. Now, when they're gonna capture everything, and put everything all into one. That's the answer for the New York Knicks. That's always been the answer for the New York Knicks. Now they done fired Thibodeau, they brought in Mike Brown. Now, what is Mike Brown gonna do? That's the question. He's supposed to be innovative. He's supposed to improve this offense. Well, that's what we want to see. Because if and another thing I want to ask the chat, even if you're a Knicks fan, even if you're not, would you trade for Giannis Antetokounmpo? Even though you see the Knicks kind of percolating a little bit, would you still make that move, and trade for Giannis? I mean, that's a question I ask for the people. Would you do that? That's a true $1 million question. I mean, I don't know. The Knicks is rolling right now. How much would you have to give up? But like I said, you traded what 5 first-round picks for Mikal. Maybe Giannis will look better with them first-round picks. I don't know. So if you could pull something like that out, it's gonna take some help from Giannis too. Giannis gonna have to come out and say, "Hey, I only want to go to New York," and that's how the Knicks gonna be able to manufacture a deal to their liking. But if he just have the shit all up in the air like Donovan Mitchell, he gonna end up somewhere like Cleveland. So yeah, we'll see. I know Detroit is active. Detroit might mess around and get somebody we don't know. Shout out to all y'all that's in the chat right now. Crazy game, crazy game. That's crazy. Hofstra beat Syracuse. Shout out to Hofstra. Salute to all y'all that's in the chat right now. A crazy game right now. 127, 117. Crazy, crazy game. Fourth quarter, 102 remaining. If you're a Knicks fan, man, listen, even if you're not a Knicks fan, hit the like button because potentially this game against Oklahoma City, I'm already penciling in OKC. That's gonna be a good game. We talking about a finals preview right there. And I believe the Knicks are gonna knock off OKC. Watch. They're gonna send all types of people at what's the name. I'm telling you, the Knicks gonna be ready to play. Watch. I got New York going up against OKC. That's gonna be get the popcorn. We going live for that one probably. I don't know. It's gonna be crazy. 128, 117. What's going on with the people, man? Shout out to all y'all, man. Talk to me, man. Let me know what y'all got going on with what's percolating in the sports landscape. What's catching y'all attention. You know, um, we gonna have more ball family stuff coming up. Just trying to, you know, switch up a few things, do different stuff. Right now you got, the Cavaliers, possibly cruising for a nice postseason run. Melo's kind of hurt. His things kind of up in the air. The Hornets not having the best season. So it's good to just, switch things up and diversify the content a little bit, instead of just doing the same old, same old. Sometimes switch it up, freshen things up a little bit. And then when all things come back around, but nonetheless, the Knicks they stepping on them right now. They up 10. Paulo Banchero at the line. We got Tyler Kolek coming in again. That dude is a problem. He progressing very well. I remember he was in the summer. He was like a summer league journeyman. Now he's starting to elevate. Paolo missed free throws. Orlando, they played pretty tough tonight. Give them props. Give Orlando some credit tonight. It was a good game on their part. Crazy game right now. 131, 120. 131, 120. Let's see if the Knicks will hold on. I think they can. Let's go. OG Anunoby at the free throw line, and that's good. 132, 120. The Knicks, they clearing out the benches. You know what that means. OG missed the second free throw. There goes Paolo. This is pretty much all she wrote. The Knicks played tough tonight, man. They showed their grit. They showed that they're going to be one of them teams at the end that you're going to have to deal with. Point blank, period. That's what we seen from the New York Knicks. 40 points for Jalen Brunson. That's big time. That's what we want to see. At the end of the day, we want to see that from Brunson. He's the leader of this team. You gotta put up them points. It's crazy. JB, man, he's showing that. I don't know why they don't put Brunson up there with some of the best point guards in the league. When you hear about guards, you never hear about Brunson. But it's gonna be a big time, man. The Knicks have advanced to the World Cup final. They are waiting the Oklahoma City Thunder or the San Antonio Spurs, and I believe that is going to be the Oklahoma City Thunder. You got two teams hot as fish grease too. I mean, that's another thing. It's just crazy. It's just going to be one big collision course. Cat 29 points, 9 of 11 from the field, 8 rebounds tonight. That's what you want to see from the big man. Cat cannot play soft, especially going up against OKC potentially. Like I said, that's going to be an NBA Finals preview. Oklahoma City, who the hell is going to beat OKC unless barring a massive trade out west? Who the hell is going to dethrone OKC? OKC is just stepping on shit right now, so we can't count them out. The Knicks, they're streaking at the right time. If you think Detroit is going to make it all the way to the championship, I just don't know about Detroit. I think that they are a piece away. If they trade for maybe Anthony Davis, then now we might be talking something different. But as of right now, I see that Detroit might run into some problems before they even see New York. So let's see. And I don't think the Knicks is fearing the Detroit Pistons. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I think the Knicks can go in there and beat Detroit and get to the championship. The Knicks, they cannot afford to lose to any other team after what happened against the Indiana Pacers. I hope that they've learned their lesson. Let's see what happens. Cat tonight had a big time game. So give props to Karl Anthony Towns. Jalen Brunson tonight, he put New York on his back once again. JB, 40 points. 4 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal. Mikal Bridges tonight, 16 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Carl Anthony Towns in 37 minutes. The man put up 29 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block. And this man was going to the paint, y'all. It wasn't none of that soft, style or brand of basketball that people are sometimes accustomed seeing from Carl Anthony Towns. No, we got a little bit of bully ball. We got a little bit of grown man basketball. Also OG Anunoby, 40 minutes tonight, 24 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, and a block. Defensively, we all know what this man can do. He's one of the best in the game. Josh Hart, 12 points, um, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, and a block. That's big time for him right there, man. That's what we want to see at the end of the day for my New York Knicks. And I got really nothing else, nothing bad to say about my man Mike Brown. I think Mike Brown, he's coming in. He's doing the best that he can do at the end of the day for this team. Um, Mike Brown, he inherited. It's not like they just brought in a whole new team, for him. We all know what's going on. They got the same squad. They just got to innovate a few different things. And I think that's what we're gonna see. We seeing it firsthand right now. With Jalen Brunson, they moved the basketball a lot more than they did with um, under Tom Thibodeau. That's one thing I noticed. The ball does move a little bit more. But let's see if all of that's going to work out in the playoffs. See, in the playoffs, the defense, they tighten up a little bit differently. So how willing are they going to be to continue this innovation where the ball is moving when things get tight? When it's time for people to really come out and perform. Where the defense then took away your first, second, or third option. Then what do you do? So these are the questions that you're gonna have for the New York Knicks. Everything boils down to the playoffs for the Knicks. That's why I'm pretty excited at what they're going forward with right now in this cup. You talking about potentially going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder in a showdown, and that I believe that could get the Knicks ready, for where it awaits them in the playoffs because. They play at Madison Square Garden. In my humble opinion, that could always be a gift and a curse, especially when you have another superstar opposed from them on the other side. But what I like the most is that you have your own stars here. See, before people just coming to New York doing whatever they want to do. Now you got guys might want to do what they want to do, but you got Jalen Brunson, you got Cat, you got 2 defenders in Bridges and OG who should shut you down. So we just don't know. Yeah, I don't know yet. I'm not ready to crown the Knicks as you know nothing more than that they already are. I need to see more from the New York Knicks. I need to see them in the playoffs, man. I mean, I'm be honest with you. I can't get excited for this. I can't. I can't be excited for the New York Knicks going to even if they win the cup. What does that really mean? This how much money these players need. They already made all these players making a boatload of cash. So it need. I do. Another question: should they make a better incentive? Yeah, because I think we heard Wemby talk a little crazy. Is Wemby even playing tonight? That's a good question. I don't know. Is y'all let me know is Wembenyama playing tonight? I don't think so, but that would be crazy. You know, the Knicks balled tonight, man, and they was tested. Orlando in the beginning, the Knicks pulled away at the end. They showed that listen, they ain't no softies now. The Knicks, they were putting teams on their back. They ain't been losing. I don't know which they on a couple of game win streak right now. Knicks hot as ever. You got Cat going to the paint. He's shooting threes, but he going to the paint now, flexing. I don't know how many times I've seen Cat. Move. He was really flexing out there, man. I was really you know, happy at what I was seeing from Carl Anthony Towns. It shows you, pardon me, it shows you what kind of player that Carl Anthony Towns is going to be for the New York Knicks, and he's going to be one of those guys. He's got to be a superstar for the Knicks. He can't come to New York and take a back seat to Jalen Brunson. And also Jalen Brunson, he has to continue to play his game. That's another thing, another knock. Before Brunson even had Cat and all these other people, Brunson had to do a lot on his own. Now that you got Cat and you got all these other players, you may want to defer. You may want to take the edge off. But Jalen Brunson has to continue to, act like none of them are here. And I think that's going to benefit them. And now you really get this 1-2 punch of Jalen Brunson and Carl Anthony Towns. You are seeing it take shape. You are seeing firsthand at that 2-man game, and what it's going to be and what it's going to become. Jalen Brunson tonight, 40 points. They can't do nothing with him. I mean, Jalen Suggs, Anthony Black, they was no match. And you sent a clear message to Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. I don't like the fact that, like I said, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is going to be in trouble his damn self. Going up against a guy like that. Brunson ain't gonna take no prisoners. So it's gonna be crazy. It's about to get crazy, y'all. This championship game is gonna be something special. Y'all let me know your thoughts and who y'all got, in that game. I'm taking the New York Knicks, y'all. I got the Knicks really going to the championship and really winning. And I think he's gonna send a message in this game. Watch. I'm telling you, Jalen Brunson is gonna go toe to toe with Shea Gilgeous. Shea Gilgeous is not just gonna walk all over Jalen Brunson. I don't give a damn. And they're gonna have all the defenders to check them. You're gonna have to deal with OG. OG picking you up 94 feet. You're gonna have to deal with Mikal picking you up. They're gonna be switching shit up all game long. Josh Hart, everybody gonna be on this dude. So I mean, it's gonna be something special. We shall see. Salute to all y'all that's in the chat right now. If you're a Knicks fan, let me know. Let me know your thoughts. On the New York Knicks possibly going, to the championship game and winning, not just getting there, winning. That's going to be key. But who's giving San Antonio any real threat, in this game, especially if everybody's there for OKC. Shea Gilgeous and company, they can't be stopped right now. It's like they're walking on water. It's crazy. And the Knicks streaking like they're doing. This is the collision course that the NBA needs and wanted. When the NBA was talking about competitiveness, people don't remember a couple years back, everybody was checking out of these games. People was out. Guys was on vacation by now already. That's not the case anymore. Now people come into play. So I like that. I like how they've added this little in-season tournament. My only thing was the incentive. But you do have guys wanting to play for something. If you're the Knicks, I mean, any little win counts. But all of it has to take shape in the playoffs. And guys got to be healthy. The Knicks can't be doing all this and then Carl Anthony Towns is banged up, headed into the playoffs. Or Brunson is dealing with a secret injury. We can't have none of that, ladies and gentlemen. We can't have none of that. We need the New York Knicks at tip-top shape as they go ahead and go for this NBA Cup, man. I'm taking the Knicks in the Cup, y'all. I got the Knicks going all the way and winning. I got the Knicks going to the finals this year. Who going to take out the Knicks but possibly Detroit? And if the Knicks continue to get hot, they're going to take Detroit number 1 spot. I mean, come on, stop acting like Detroit. Come on now. Detroit is 20-5. The Knicks is right on their heels. The Knicks right there on their heels, y'all. They 18-7. Brunson, man, is a top dog. They listen, man. They don't want no smoke with Brunson. As Detroit, Did you see what he did to them last year? I mean, Brunson was shaking them. I mean, they had no answer for him. I mean, what's that dude, Thompson? I mean, he was giving him the business. They might. It's gonna be like and one the way Brunson do that kid. And he liked to defend. You know, you remember when Brunson was like, dude, he's not really that big of, he's not that good of a defender. He just move a lot, yell and scream a lot. Now Thompson, he just do a lot of moving and shit. You know, but against Brunson, I mean, he's gonna have a hard time. Maybe against somebody else, that stuff would work. But going up against JB, it's gonna be hard pressed for me to believe that that's gonna work. You know, y'all let me know your thoughts on that, man. New York Knicks is going, you know, to the NBA Cup to possibly take on the Oklahoma City Thunder, you know, or the San Antonio Spurs. You know, a lot of people, they're not even counting the San Antonio Spurs. They believe that is all she wrote, and the New York Knicks will be the team, you know, to take on OKC. You know, we shall see, ladies and gentlemen. We shall see. But what a game tonight. Did anybody give Orlando any credit? I was surprised that Orlando even, you know, advanced. Uh, when the Knicks beat the Raptors, I thought that the Raptors was going to give them a better run for their money, but they didn't really have none of their pieces. You know, the Raptors they only had Ingram. You know, and then basically none of their guards was there. There was no Quickly. You know, nobody was there for them. You know, so the New York Knicks, they just pounced on them. You know, similar to what just happened in this game right here. You know, they just at the end, the Knicks just jumped on them. So it's telling me that the Knicks got gears and levels that they can go to. You know, can they continue to hit these goals and levels as the season progress? You know, the Knicks cannot tail off. You know, that's my biggest fear for the New York Knicks is them tailing off and falling off the face of the map. You know, because nobody wants to see that for our New York Knicks. This is the Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. We want to see greatness. We want to see the NBA championship, man. The Knicks, did you see the fan base? We ain't seen no fan base like that in no city in the NBA. And did you see when Oklahoma City won the championship? It was like crickets in there. You know, so it shows you, you know, it'll be night and day between the Knicks and if another team wins a chip. If the Knicks win it, man, like I said, you're gonna have to. It's gonna be a state of emergency in New York City. You know, the Knicks. I mean, I don't even believe New York thought. I don't think the New York couldn't handle the way the Knicks fans was acting. You know, I think now they're gonna be more equipped, you know, to deal with crazy and rowdy Knicks fans. The Knicks fans they showed out this season. Don't be surprised if they got SWAT teams out there this playoffs. You know, and I know people think I'm laughing. Watch, they're gonna have the SWAT out there. You know, make sure that people are under control. You have people hanging on buildings. You know, jumping on signs, hanging off the light pole at the lengths and the levels that Nick fans was willing to go to. So it's you don't think the league saw this? The league need this. You know, the NBA is a lot better when the Knicks are on top. Period. There's nobody gonna do it like New York City. You know, and I know people don't like to see it. And the way Knicks fans was acting, they was out here, they was singing, they was dancing. I mean, they had this. I mean, it was just ridiculous. It was almost like a damn parade, you know, going on in the middle of Times Square. You know, in the right there, and right there, Madison Square Garden. You know, it was just a frenzy. You ain't no, I ain't seen no other city to do it like that. If they did, you tell me. You know, nobody's including LA, Chicago, and oftentimes they put those cities up there, you know, with New York's. They try to make they don't want New York is really a city of no other, you know, but they pair them with the bigger cities, New York, Chicago, LA. But New York is another animal. You know, possibly, you know, the Lakers, they so accustomed to winning. Maybe that's another thing. You know, if the Lakers was a little bit more deprived, you know, because you got to think the LA, they deal with a lot of winning. The Dodgers, the Lakers. I mean, so they're not as deprived as New York City is. You know, New York ain't really. You know, the Yankees might have did a little something, but ain't nothing like when the Knicks winning. You know, when the Giants might have did it. You know, a couple years back, but when the Knicks do it, it's just that's the team that represent New York the most. everybody can identify something from New York. Everybody got a Knicks story. Jalen Brunson, man, he knows, and he did a lot. He took less money. Brunson, he should have got all the goddamn money. Brunson said, you know what, man, hold some of that. And then look now, what's going on with JB? Now you see JB able to put some better pieces around him. You hearing possibly another move, potentially. The Knicks got options. But what's going on now is if I'm somebody in the Knicks front office, I might be really I might front my move right now because do you see what's going on? The Knicks hot. Do you really want to break all this up? When they hot as fish grease like this, I wouldn't. I don't know about that. I don't know if I would just be so quick to just let it go like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. But Brunson, he delivered tonight. He joins Anthony Davis and Julius Randle as the only players to score 40 plus in Emirates NBA Cup knockout rounds. So clearly, Brunson, he's joining one of his former teammates. And like I said, Anthony Davis, I'm hearing rumors that he could potentially move on to maybe the Detroit Pistons. If AD go to Detroit, now we talking something else. To be honest with you, Knicks, they ain't got to make no moves. The Knicks, they really don't have to get Giannis. What is Giannis is gonna take? It's gonna mess a little bit of this chemistry up. You know. But I mean, Giannis is such a player, man. The people might just want to take him. He's banged up right now. I might want to see this thing through with Cat and the guys before I'm just ready to just say, let's just jump ship like that. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I don't know if I'll be ready to do that. Salute to all you that's in the chat right now. It's a crazy game. Crazy, crazy game out here, man. Salute to all my Knicks fans all around the world, man. What do y'all expect? From the Knicks in this championship game, depending if they were to face, what if they face San Antonio? Do you? I mean, I don't see the Oklahoma City. I don't see OKC losing. You know, like I said, I haven't heard anything about Victor Wembanyama, playing. So if Wemby's not playing, it says returns from injury. So I think he's going to be playing. So that may change things. So if I'm not mistaken, Wembanyama is going to play tonight. So that does change. That does change the dynamics. You know, with Wembanyama. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you. Shout out Thunder. Salute the Ducks. Salute the rap god and Thunder, man. It's gonna be a crazy, crazy situation. With the NBA right now. Does Wembanyama, does he really swing the fences? Bottom line is the Knicks gotta have their work cut out for him. Also, San Antonio has been playing a little bit better. People counted them out and they've been winning. So we got to give them props now. Crazy. Shout out to all y'all that's in the chat. It's crazy. Shout out to all y'all that's in the chat right now, ladies and gentlemen. Big time sports daddy this week. Shout out to 808 Empire. He says LFG. Empire State, you already know what it is. Thunder says Wemby does swing fences. He's the best defender. He is. He's definitely one of the top defenders. He will swing the fence. But I think that the Knicks, uh, let's see what happens. The Knicks better be ready for whoever, in my opinion. They better be ready to deal with New York, So West teams, they always, a little bit, fierce. We know what they're about. They play a different brand. I just want to see OKC. I'm sorry. I'm gonna still OKC. No matter if Wemby's there, you can't count out the champs. The champs are the favorites, no matter what. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Salute to Victor Wembanyama and company. But my New York Knicks, man, they stepping on shit right now, man. Give credit to Mike Brown. Bringing a little bit of that innovation through. Mike Brown, he got done dirty up there too in Sacramento. Um, he revitalized that team. You see him now; they look horrendous. Even with better, I think they got better talent now than even when he was there, and they just played just sorry. And he brought over that culture. He brought the light to beam culture in Sacramento. He made them play for something every night. He brought the best defender of the game, defensive player of the game award. It was funny how he did it in Sacramento, where you would have a chain on and all that. Clearly, here in New York, you got some Timbs, a hard hat. So I mean, it's funny how they do it. But all of it is good culture. Bringing for the New York Knicks. I'm gonna be honest with you, Mike Brown is bringing good culture and building on what Tom Thibodeau brought to the table. Tibbs, he established something in New York, but I don't know if Tibbs his innovation, especially offensively. Supposedly, Mike Brown is here to innovate the offense and all that. I want to see that. I do. I'm here to witness, greatness my damn self. From the New York Knicks. I'm not rooting against Mike Brown. I'm rooting for him. So we shall see. We shall see. It's crazy right now, though. Salute to all that's in the building. It's Flight Sports TV. You already know what it is. It's going down. New York Knicks have advanced to the championship. Matt Mirando says Mitch's numbers are mind-boggling. They suggest that he impacted the game every second he was out there. Yeah, man, Mitchell Robinson, he's one of those guys that don't get enough credit, in my opinion. I've always been a big fan of Mitch. I've let everybody know what kind of player he is. Mitch in 17 minutes tonight, he put up 5 points, 9 rebounds, 4 blocks. So I mean, that's something. Nick Yak says just like Tibbs, big game short in the rotation. I mean that's what I'm trying to tell a lot of people too. I know a lot of people expect different things from Mike Brown and even the New York Knicks, but at the end of the day, you know what's gonna happen when the palms get sweaty? You know, are they gonna be that ready to still be innovative and continue to move the basketball and do all of the right things? That's the only thing I want to know. But I'm not rooting against it. Uh, Thunder says Knicks are underrated for a 2 seed. That's facts. So it's all else in the building right now. I already know what it is. It's Flight Sports. No Yabo garbage minutes. Yeah, I mean that could have been something. Who knows? But nonetheless, man, the Knicks on top. What's next for New York City, ladies and gentlemen? Can they win it? If the Knicks lose, would it be a waste? Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Would it be a waste of time? Crazy game right now for the New York Knicks. They make it to the title. Salute to all y'all in the chat right now. Knicks fans on top. That's what it's all about. Salute to all my Knicks fans in the chat. Can the Knicks beat OKC in the final? Can the Knicks beat Oklahoma? What's a better matchup for the Knicks? Would it be Oklahoma City or would it be the Spurs? I believe that the Knicks can beat any of them. I think that they could beat Oklahoma City, believe it or not. I'm keep it real with you, I do. Only our crazy fans want Mitch gone with so much production in a short time, 8 boards in 17 minutes. Yeah, you can't count out Mitch, man. You can't let go of Mitchell Robinson. He don't deserve to go. Mitchell Robinson, he does everything we need. He's our guy. We drafted him. We want to keep guys like that around. That's our guys. We don't let all of our guys go. We hardly have any homegrown talent anymore. Salute to all y'all in the chat. See Tyrese Halliburton out there in D.C. Watching John Cena retire. We got John Cena retiring, ladies and gentlemen. WWE. Salute to all y'all that's in the building right now. It's Flight Sports TV. The New York Knicks going to the championship round, looking to take on OKC or the Spurs. Nick Yak says, with our heart inside, OKC lacks size. We can beat both. I'm telling you. I mean, that's what I'm not afraid of any of them. Whoever it is, man. Trust me. Should Knicks will be ready. It's crazy what's going on right now. But who would you want to? If you're a Knicks fan, who do you want to face? Is it the Spurs? Wemby back. He could be a matchup nightmare. But the Knicks to me they always like I said flop at the worst possible time. I just hope that's all. I just hope that when it all comes down to it, that's not what something like that don't happen, especially when we need them to be at their best. We're gonna need them. We're gonna need the Knicks to play that brand. I mentioned the numbers suggest Rodman is on the floor. And Knicks ain't flapping, homie. I hope not. Let's see. This is not gonna be an easy matchup, no matter who it is. I'm taking the Knicks and whether it's the Spurs or OKC, but I'm still not underestimating the competition. That's what we do as Knicks fans. Often we like to underestimate our competition. We could never do that. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, we have to understand the threats that both teams poses. And that's how we're gonna be able to really get our opponent. We can't. We gotta show respect to the opponents. Potential opponents. But yeah, man, this a good day for the New York Knicks, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you. If you're a Knicks fan, you gotta be ecstatic. A little small wins every now and then. That's a good look. That's crazy. Salute to all y'all in the building, man. Shout out to all my Knicks fans. We got New York in the house. Let me know where we from, man. New York, man. How long y'all been Knicks fans? Y'all let me know what's going on. We got Nick fans in the house. Make sure you hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely feel free to support Flight Sports. Don't cost nothing to hit the like button. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. We're looking to provide more and more post games. Feel free to support our channel, ladies and gentlemen. We live. We're looking to go live every day. We're looking to build here on this channel. So support us. We dropped our link in the chat. Want to support Flight Sports TV? Definitely feel free. 808 Empire, 35-year-old Knicks fan from Hawaii. Shout out to my Knicks fans in Hawaii. We everywhere. We in Switzerland, Japan, China. Come on, we got Knicks fans everywhere, man. Stop it. Shit, what you think? We Grizzlies fans? Shout out to Memphis. Well, come on, Knicks fans. We worldwide. It's just on another level. It's different. They know that. That's why a lot of people don't. They like to see New York, not on top. But it is what it is. Brunson tonight, 40 popper. JB, worth every penny. Can we believe when they signed Jalen Brunson, people was questioning the move? Y'all better stop acting like y'all don't remember that. People was legitimately questioning that move for JB. Shout out to Brunson, ladies and gentlemen. It's Flight Sports. You know what time it is, man. Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks advance to the championship round of the Cup. Unbelievable basketball. It's crazy. Says Flight, I don't know. OKC look like a problem. I know. Listen, man. Okay, number one, the Knicks is going to be the underdog in whatever matchup. To me, I think. Well, if they get the Spurs with Wemby, people gonna be picking Wemby. OKC, the Knicks is definitely gonna be the underdog. So the Oklahoma City is the favorite to win everything. We talking about OKC and possibly getting a record from Golden State. So you see what's going on, with OKC. But if it was any team to give them some problems, I think it'd be the Knicks. The Knicks, they play defense. The Knicks, they at any given moment they could break out 90s, 80s defense. If they wanted to. I don't know how long they're gonna be able to hold up. But I know Coach Thibodeau, man, he shit. They be ready to defend like their life on the line. So it's crazy. Shout out to my Knicks fans, man. Y'all already know what it is. But it's just one game. It's not like it's a series, but I think the Knicks will be very confident if they were to somehow get that win. I think you provide a lot of confidence that if you were to so meet these guys in the finals, you know, you'll be able to hold your own. And I truly believe the Knicks will be able to hold their own. There's going to be a big test for them in this championship game. Because it always seems like the Knicks can't get the big one. They got to be able to win the big one, y'all. That's what we want to see. Shout out to all y'all that's in the chat right now. Again, if you're rocking with Flight Sports, if you're a Knicks fan, subscribe to Flight Sports TV. We're looking to go live a lot more, especially on Knicks games and beyond. So, like I said, we definitely need the support of the people. We're rocking with the people, y'all. Right now, I'm looking at a couple of different things right now. Of course, I'm keeping eyes on this game out west. Also, I'm showing right now. I'm showing my respect. I'm about to be checking out John Cena his last match tonight. Um, so, so, so there's a lot of different things percolating in the sports world. Shout out to all y'all that supporting Flight Sports TV. We got holidays coming up. Also, like I said, let's get in the comment section, man. Let's get interactive here at Flight Sports. Wanna go live with the people. Do some of the things that the people want to see. But nonetheless, man, shout out to y'all. We're gonna be back live too. It's Flight Sports TV. The New York Knicks. They make it to the championship round. We knew it was possible. We knew what time it was. I know nobody's shocked. This is the life of the Knicks fans, man. We got to do it in the playoffs now. Nobody want to see regular season. Our New York Knicks. We want to see playoff New York Knicks. Can they become a threat in the postseason? Is the key. But says I'm getting reports now that Wembanyama will not start, so he's gonna be coming off the bench. Will come off the bench for the first time in his career. So that's crazy in itself. Unbelievable, y'all. I got the Knicks winning it. I got the Knicks winning it all. I'm on record. Knicks gonna win the championship. Call me crazy. I got the listen. I think you get to the finals, roll the dice. I got the Knicks going to the finals. Now, if they're gonna win it, I mean that's gonna be up to New York City. But we shall see. But yeah, we definitely gonna need some more likes. We'll be putting out some videos, man. While the people that's on here hit the bell on the icon is very important, y'all. Hit the bell on the icon. So when we go live, you're notified. When we drop a video, you're notified. It's been pretty tough getting the content out, especially as we get more and more consistent. We all know Flight Sports TV through the years. Anybody that's been here, we know we're a model of consistency. So we're looking to get more and more consistent, ladies and gentlemen. Do it for the people. So it will help if you have the bell, notified for when content comes out. So you're able to support. You're able to be the first couple of supporters. That's what we need at Flight Sports. We need supporters. We need the people. We need Knicks fans all around the world. We need basketball fans. If you're a diehard basketball fan, if you're a sports fan, this is the channel for you. Shout out to all the people that's in the building again. We're going to be live. Salute to all y'all. It's Flight Sports. Make sure you hit the like button if you're new. Most definitely hit the subscribe button. You already know what it is. Thunder says Mike Brown at least won't run them down like Thibodeau. They should be healthier. I mean, that's what everybody believes. But let's see if that is the case. But I'm definitely rooting for it. That's what I want to see. Jalen Brunson tonight, 40 popper. It don't get no better than this, y'all. It's Flight Sports TV. Make sure you hit the like button if you're new. Most definitely hit the subscribe button.
Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Sports TV. That's where it's at.